One of my biggest pleasures of the year is going over a list of all the movies I reviewed in order to make a list of the 10 best films of the year. But one of the things that happens when I'm going over those reviews is that I'm reminded of a lot of the worst movies of the year, and so at the same time, I make a list of the year's 10 worst films. In no particular order, because how can you rank movies this bad? They would include Loose Cannons with Gene Hackman as a cop whose partner is Dan Aykroyd, a manic who talks in the voices of comic characters. Ski Patrol, kind of the last gasp of the Police Academy movies, with everybody on skis this time. Then there was The Guardian by the sometimes great director William Friedkin, who was badly mistaken if he thought he could make a thriller about a killer tree. About 25 years ago, there was a nice little movie called Lord of the Flies. Now we have a bad new movie also called Lord of the Flies. A lot of people like Nuns on the Run. I wasn't one of them. One of the mysteries about Bill Cosby's career is how he seems to be able to do nothing wrong on television and nothing right in the movies, and that certainly included his 1990 movie, Ghost Dad. 48 Hours was the movie that made Eddie Murphy into a star. Another 48 Hours was the movie that made him into an instant retread expert. This movie seemed to have been made in about 48 hours. Andrew Dice Clay was the hottest new comedian of the year until his movie, The Adventures of Ford Fairlane, came out. I haven't heard much about him since. Jetsons, the movie, tried to reproduce the idiocy of the TV series and succeeded all too well. And finally, the year's most unnecessary remake, Night of the Living Dead. It's almost exactly the same movie, a few minor changes. This time it's in color, but somehow it lacks all of the suspense of the original horror classic. All 10 of those were pretty bad movies, and yes, I did sit all the way through all of them. But don't feel sorry for me, because remember, there are people who actually spent $5 or $6 or $7 to see these movies. I got to see them for free. I got paid to sit there and watch them, and now I get my revenge on television. I'm Roger Ebert.